All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Order. I'm Susie. I will be your DM for the ongoing series. And so let's go around and introduce ourselves so we all know who these beautiful faces are. We'll go from my right on screen. So that will be... I forgot everybody's names because I'm very good at this. You, yes.
Aha. Hello, I am Derek. I will be playing Louis, the half-elven bard. Yeah.
All right,
that brings us to Doxy.
Yeah, hi, I'm Doxy. I'll be playing Bryn Merrick, the half-elf ranger, and her trusty Barrett.
Hi, I'm Madam Gandalf. I'm bringing back Ari, the self-involved, obnoxious half-elf rogue. And yeah, I'm excited to see what on earth she's going to get up to this season. She's been through a lot.
Are we going round or is it me?
Yeah, as well, yeah.
Hello,
Hey.
I'm Chris, aka Pangalactic. You may know me from such places as the internet. I'm bringing back Darak, the dwarven cleric who likes to hit things a lot. And I can't wait. I'm super excited to be back.
I'm Andy, or Andy Lion, either way. I will be playing Grodek, the half-orc barbarian, who also likes to hit things a lot. So, we got something in common there.
Nice. I'm Fergal. I'll be playing a human life cleric. That's about it.
All right, okay. So, before we begin, we see a small town in the countryside. It's fairly large as far as small towns go. It's well equipped with all manner of amenities. There's a town hall, a covered market, a large tavern, and there's even a wizard's tower. The night has drawn in, and there are few lights about the town. It seems the denizens have put themselves to bed for the night. However, the tavern is still brightly lit, with warm light that spills out into the cobbles around it. Inside, we see a collection of different people from all walks of life. There's travelers, there's traders, farmers, soldiers, guards, each one enjoying a good drink and a hearty meal. Amongst the crowd, we see two men at a small table sat across from each other. The smaller of the men seems to be very upset, and he seems to be crying about something. He's hunched over his pint, and his tears are dropping into it, and he doesn't seem to care. And his friend sat across from him seems to be trying to cheer him up, joking and laughing, doing funny impressions. The sobs in the smaller man's chest seem to erupt and become much, much louder as the musician in the corner begins playing a slow, sad, melancholic love song. His friend stands up, drains his drink, takes aim, wobbly as it is, and lobs his tankard at the musician, who shrieks with surprise as the glass erupts about 2 feet wide of his head. He quickly changes tune into something a bit more upbeat and less depressing. There's a few moments of quiet amongst the two men, before the larger man takes a large puff of his pipe and says, "I'm not gonna say there's plenty more fish in the sea. I'm not gonna say if you love her, let her go. And I'm not gonna bombard you with more cliches. But what I am gonna say is, it's not the end of the world." Bang! A silhouette appears at the window, a fist pressed against the glass. Then we cut away. Lou, where would your summons find you?
They would probably find me at a inn, tavern, bar. I would probably be around showing card tricks.
Okay, so
mood.
You're in a tavern in a town that doesn't matter. You're there drinking, doing your card tricks, when suddenly the door swings open. A figure clad in black wearing a wooden mask that covers half his face, approaches you, hands you a black piece of parchment, and leaves.
What reads on this black piece of parchment?
You open it up. Written in a delicate hand in silver ink is simply the phrase, "Do not keep me waiting," and the letter V and the symbol of the order. You know this to be a summons. You know this to be a summons from the Grand Huntress herself.
I sigh deeply, bid farewell to all the patrons around. Bye everyone at last round, and then be on my way.
Alright. Bryn, where would your summons find you?
Probably wandering around on icy coasts, fighting monsters. Fighting monsters that you can't even imagine. And probably just finishing a fight and sitting down with Marzipan around a small, crude campfire cooking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you sat cooking and resting after a long day spent fighting hard, Marzipan noticed something. Their ears prick up and they dash off for a moment out of the light of the fire. They are gone for a few moments. You're not entirely sure where they went, before they come running back with a piece of black parchment in their mouth.
Right, I say, "Good boy." I pet him and just like kind of pat his head and take the summons and read it. Or the parchment.
It says,
sorry.
It says, "Do not keep me waiting," with the symbol of the Grand Huntress.
She would say, "Oh shit."
Okay, Ari, where do we find you?
You're muted.
I think you're muted.
Ari
You're
will
muted.
be climbing out of the window of a not very well guarded house, pocket of coins and jewelry and other small but expensive items in hand, just looking proudly to herself at her night's gatherings.
Okay, so you scamper off away from the house, somewhere safe where you can look through your ill-gotten goods, shall we say. When you feel something unfamiliar in your pocket, you didn't grab anything like this. You were after trinkets, you after shiny things. This is black parchment. How did that get in there?
Bugger me.
And the message reads, "Do not keep me waiting."
Again. And she rolls her eyes and walks onwards.
Right. Darak, where are you?
We would find Darak in a bathhouse, having got himself clean, probably sitting, contemplating a scrap of soiled pink dress, trying to remember where it came from and what it means.
Okay. As you are contemplating in the bath, an attendant walks by and offers you a fresh towel, on top of which sits black parchment. Again, do not keep me waiting.
Well, time to go then.
All right. Radek, where do we find you?
You'd probably find Rodek in an arena somewhere, some sort of coliseum. Probably just finished a fight, wiping hopefully somebody else's blood off of his hands.
All right, okay. As you are winding down from this fight, cleaning up, someone comes to collect your weapons and armor, just so you can, prepare again for your next bout. As they do, they hand you, rather unceremoniously, like they just shove it in your chest, this piece of black parchment, which is quite crumpled.
He'll take it and open it up and give it a look.
Mm-hmm. The message again reads, "Do not keep me waiting."
He'll read it and, with a slight smirk, just head off on his way.
Okay. And is that Domavatus? Did I say that right? Hey, okay, where do we find you?
I suppose the scene would close in on an oldish man standing at a stall in the slums of a dark city. There he's handing out soup, as well as a coin or two to each of the poor unfortunate souls dwell here.
Okay. As you hand out a bowl to what appears to be like someone down on their luck, they're wearing a cloak. They reach past the bowl to your forearm, pull you close, and whisper, "She summoned you."
Very well. Hearing this, he would turn, gesture for one of the peasants to come over. He hands over the ladle, a couple of coin. "Please, continue my work here." Dropping to one knee, he lifts open the lid of a chest underneath the stall, revealing an old set of armor and weapons. Taking them out, readying himself, he heads off.
All right. So, maybe a day or two after you all receive these summons, you all arrive and congregate before the great guild hall of the order. You see that this place is a imposingly large building, crafted out of stone. There's several large, thick pillars at the front, flanked by 2 statues of sphinxes in repose. The doors are large and foreboding, bound in iron, dark wood. They are currently open. And inside you can see all manner of adventurers coming and going. You see messengers, you see scribes. As you all know, the Order exists as a part of an adventurers guild. You are a more secretive part of this adventurers guild. You get to access parts that the other adventurers don't. So you coming and going in this place isn't that much of a strange occurrence, as adventurers come in and out of this place all the time. There is, however, one staircase that the other adventurers aren't permitted to go up, but you are. In the main entrance, above the doors that lead to the standard Adventurers Guild Hall, are 2 large marble staircases that wrap around the side of the building up onto a balcony. And they are carpeted with, in the middle, with a blood red carpet that leads up to the top. The doors at the top of this place are firmly shut. But you know that's where you need to go. So is there anything you want to do before you step in? You're all together in a group.
All right.
Bryn would look around. Bryn would look around and she'd say, "Do we knock? We knock?"
Before we knock, I'll turn to Ari and say, "We know each other. Why do I know you?"
You do seem kind of familiar. We didn't... Did we? No?
Definitely not. You're not my type, I'm sorry.
No, I don't normally go for shorter than me.
Yeah, totally fair. We'll figure it out.
Well... And with that, Ari's going to just... on the door.
Mm-hmm. There's a beat as you knock. And the doors, both of them, swing open. There's no one on the other side. The hallway on the other side of the doors is, again, this sleek grey-white marble, and it stretches far. There are windows that flank either side, but they are shrouded with heavy velvet curtains. At the end of this corridor is another set of doors, which are open. And you can see through into the room. There is a large, it seems to be like a large meeting room. There's a very big dark oak table in the middle, and it's flanked by chairs. There appears to be no one in the room at the moment. But you've been to briefings before. You know that you kind of just pull up a chair and wait.
Pull up a chair.
Yeah, Rodek's going to drop his battle axe on the table in front of him and pull up a chair and sit down.
You drop the battle axe on the table, and there's a horrible as it takes a chunk out of it.
He looks down at it and then just kind of looks around to see if anybody's gonna say anything about it, but otherwise makes no comment.
Is this your first time? Because that generally doesn't go down well.
It's been a little while.
Sort of take one step to the side away from the broken table.
Bryn sits down right next to him, smirking.
I go to the exact opposite side of where the battle axe hit, and I will complete opposite. Sit down, pull out my deck cards, and just start flourishing them, shooting them up, catching them, all the sorts.
I was just going to sit on the table.
Just on the
Classic
table.
Ari.
All right. Okay.
Legs crossed over.
This is going to go well.
I see how this is going. So the picture right now, then, I guess, is everybody has avoided Radek, who has now butchered this table. Ari is lounging on the table, not a care in the world, and everybody else is like, okay. You are waiting in this room for what seems like an eternity. Seems to be no hurrying about this part of the process. Lou, you go through all the tricks you know while you're waiting. But before long, you start to hear the sounds of high heels on a solid floor. Click, 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 click. And it appears to be accompanied by the sounds of boots and armor. There's a few moments of this before the doors at the other end of the room swing open, and guards in polished silver armor flood into the room and line the walls of the room. There is no light in the room beyond the room you're in, and stepping out of the shadows is the Grand Huntress. She is wearing long black robes and what appears to be a black veil over her face, but on top of which is a silver mask half covering the face that kind of looks like a Medusa, a Gorgon. And she stands in the door for a moment, steps out of the shadows, nods at each of you, and steps forward. Hunters, you have been summoned as I believe you to be the finest of our order. You have performed your duties with valor and without question. I have been watching you, and I believe you to be the most formidable and loyal of the hunters amongst us. It is for this reason that I personally have a mission for each of you. Hunters, we are at war. A sinister force seeks to eradicate us. We have already suffered heavy losses, and the consequence of this are those under our protection are suffering greatly. I cannot abide by this, as I know that you will not either. Our order is secretive, our missions covert, as you already know. But this cannot leave this room. Our order is full of traitors. They will betray us to our enemy at any opportunity. I trust that none of you are among them. If you are to prove me wrong, the penalties will be severe. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
By severe, do you mean like death? Or what?
You wish that death would be the consequence. That would
Yay.
be easy.
Yay.
And as she's talking, she's walking around the room. She's not stood there. You know, she's pacing, and she passes behind all of you. And there's like an icy chill that follows her. It's hard not to almost shiver as she passes by. She's a very imposing character. She's got a lot of spooky gravitas with her, if you will. She pauses at the end of the table furthest away from all of you. Your missions from this point onwards will be to eradicate our enemies.
Can you tell us who our enemy is?
I cannot, for the time being. You have to prove your loyalty.
I thought you said we proved it already.
One can never be too careful. I've been wrong before.
It's wise.
Once you have proved yourselves to me, I will tell you more. As is the nature of our order, however, you are told exactly what you need to know when you need to know it, and right now, you do not need to know. Your first mission is one nearby. The local town of Wayhaven is having a very peculiar few days. Reports have reached me that people are going missing, that strange occurrences are happening within the town, and the last emissary I sent did not return. I would like you all to visit this town, find out what's happening, and put an end to it. We can't be having problems this close to headquarters. It should be fairly simple. It's probably nothing more than a rogue bandit gang or something, but it is vitally important that this is dealt with. You will be outfitted with weapons and gear and equipment, whatever you shall need. Consider it an expense of the order. I will put you through to an agent who can equip you with such. He will be your point of contact from this point onwards. I hope to literally never see you again.
Yeah.
I like her.
Very well, ma'am.
Sorry.
They are kind of terrible.
So, do you have any questions?
Can you give us anything to go on to get started?
About the town?
Where should we look?
About
Who
the
should we talk
mission?
to? Any leads?
Ages.
Well, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. As I said, the last emissary I sent to Wayhaven disappeared.
Right,
So how
then.
do we know your contact isn't a traitor?
I vetted this contact myself. They have proved their loyalty to me.
You did say you've been wrong before, though, did you not?
I have, and it's not a mistake that I like to repeat. I am very careful, Radek.
I suppose we'd best get moving then.
Excellent. Well, good luck, hunters. Do not disappoint me. And I await.
Your will shall be done.
Thanks. You can't see her expression because it is hidden by this veil, but you hear a very large smile as you say your will be done. Excellent. I await the notice of your successful mission. And she just turns on her heel and leaves. The guards file out with her. The door's shut. And you are left in the room alone.
Radek is going to unfold his hands. He was trying to use them to sort of do his best to cover up the chunk he took out of the table. But once she's gone, he's going to relax that and look around the rest of the group and say, so, do we go now?
Seems that way. Can I quickly cast Mending on the table?
Yeah, absolutely.
I also could have done that whole time. Just
So,
better to
Derek, you lean across the table and you're like, oh, fix it, fix it, fix it. And it does. It buffs out and there's like nothing had ever happened.
Be more careful with that axe in future. Can't mend a lopped off head.
I'll make sure it only goes where it's supposed to.
You hear a small knock at the door that you came in at. Like a very timid knock.
open the door.
Hi. You're the guys for the mission from the Huntress, yeah? Yeah?
But we are.
Oh, cool. I'm Wolf. I've got your gear, I've got your weapons and stuff. If you want to follow me, I can get you all kitted out and yeah. And you see a very diminutive man. He must be in his early 20s. He looks like a child compared to the lot of you. You know, you're all seasoned fighters and adventurers, and this guy just looks like a kid. He says, "Okay, yeah, come with me," and he leads you back down into the Adventurers Guild proper, and he leads you through the barracks where you've stayed before. You all know the barracks, so you know. Shenanigans have occurred in these particular barracks. It's known for being quite rowdy. And leads you through there, through the mess, and through to a forge and armory. And he sorts you all out individually with your equipment. He's very, very shy and awkward about it. And he's trying to hand you your weapons, and he kind of fumbles a bit. And, I think that's everything for you. Is there anything you need? Anything I can do for you before you go?
This should be fine.
I'm good.
Yeah, Bryn looks over her new equipment and says, "This will suffice."
Okay. Yeah.
I could use more help.
Myself. More ale? Yeah, I can get that for you. Yeah. And then he scampers off and goes and gets you a drink.
All right.
He returns before long. It's like a half pint by the time he gets to you because he spilled half of it.
All right.
Okay, so you're all geared up. You're all ready to go.
Indeed.
You exit out the front.
Needs.
You exit out the front door of the Adventurers Guild to find a carriage waiting for you.
Well, isn't this fancy?
The driver nods to you.
Without hesitation, Bryn just climbs in.
Everyone dives in the carriage. All right. Okay.
Yeah, Dogsy just nods. Ari just nods at Bryn and just, yeah, all right, and follows right on after. Cool.
Okay, so the second that the door closes, he's off. The driver, gets the horses going off to a good speed, and you are away. It's about a day's travel. And there is a point where you stop during the night so the driver can let the horses rest and stuff like that. And but there's a driver and a man with a crossbow with him, and they watch the carriage at night. So you guys don't have to worry about setting up a watch or anything like that. You're left to rest and prepare for your mission. You arrive at a like a milestone, and it says Wayhaven 1 mile. And the driver pulls up, says, "This is as far as I go. Good luck. Don't die."
Do my best.
Bryn hops out and like flips a gold coin at him. Like,
He snatches it and tips his hat.
Is there any reason why you don't go further than this? There's something we should know about Wayhaven.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Good to
Good
know.
enough reason.
Why would you die?
Because that place is dangerous. I got told that much at least. They're dangerous, you're dangerous. I'm not, so I'm not going.
Smart
Radek's
lad.
going to, yeah, he's going to pat him on the back and say, "Smart man," as he climbs out of the carriage.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
All right.
As Ari climbs out, she's just going to say, like, "I'm on her tab." Referring to the coin flipped from Bryn.
Okay, yeah.
taxi drivers, man.
Yeah. Get that 5-star
Okay.
rating.
You see him pull out a medieval phone and start rating you all. But the second you're all out and all your gear is out, he turns tail and he gets those horses off to a gallop. He is gone. He leaves you in the dust.
Well,
And
that's
you can see,
encouraging.
you can see up ahead, there's a country road. That it's not small for a road. You can tell like this road has seen a fair bit of travel. You know, this is a trading road perhaps. But seems to be leading you directly to the town.
I guess we can fit from here then.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Where are you
um,
walking?
Is it day? Is it
I would-
night?
It's starting to get towards evening at this point. It's late afternoon. And I would like all of you as you're walking to roll me a perception check if you would. And please announce your dice numbers if you would.
It's a 17 plus my perception.
21 for me.
So it'll be
20
20.
for me.
I'm sitting pretty at a 14.
Okay.
Perception, you said? A 12.
Perception, yeah. 12. Okay, so for all of you above 15, so I think that's Derek, Dom, and Ari, you all are very cautious to take, care of your surroundings. You're listening, you're looking. And as you strain to listen, there's one thing that sticks out a lot to you. There's nothing. There's no birds. There's no animals. It's dead silent. And being this close to a town as you're starting to approach, you can see the town coming up. You'd expect to hear maybe, the closing of a market, like traders trying to get rid of the last pun of strawberries and stuff like that. You hear nothing. And you haven't passed anybody on this road. This is not an insignificant road.
It seems quiet.
Too quiet.
I like it.
There's no birds. It's not right. We've been monster hunting for a while at this point, right?
Yeah, you're all, well versed in what to expect.
So maybe have a look around, see if we can see any tracks or anything like that. I know we're not specifically looking for monsters at this point, but for there to be no wildlife is really odd.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Cool. Let's have a look. That's a 3.
I would also send Marzipan sniffing around as soon as I
Okay,
thought
yeah.
everybody else would be uncomfortable.
Roll me a check for Marzipan.
Okie dokie.
Hopefully better than a 3.
That's
I believe in you.
whatever I got will be my best roll all night.
13. Do anything?
A 13. Okay, Marzipan is scurrying around and he's sniffing and he's pricking up his little ferret ears to see where he can hear, and he sort of reports back to you with like a ferret shrug that there's nothing.
Little ferret shrug.
I don't know how ferrets shrug, but I imagine they can. So, Derek, you start inspecting the road and surrounding areas for tracks. And beyond the road, that has cart tracks and foot tracks that are a few days old now, maybe even a week old. You're not detecting anything. You detect a set of horse prints, hoof prints. That's it. They look way too difficult. You detect a set of hoof prints that are pretty fresh, and you think they probably belong to the emissary that the Huntress had sent a day or two ago. But nothing seems to come in or out.
I mean, if you guys are uneasy, we can just pick up the pace.
Yeah. We're
No
about
sense
away.
standing around.
20 minutes.
We either go kill something or something comes to kill us.
Bryn starts.
It's usually how it works.
Okay, so everybody starts power walking
full of rocks.
Oh yeah.
and then going.
As soon as we go, the
step.
dwarfs just left slowly behind.
We're all gonna
I like
look
to
like
imagine-
soccer mums after they drop their kids off to school, you know, that power jog, like power run, power walk
Doing
thing
that
together.
dad walk, when they're trying to get to the car in the car park fast, the dad walk. Or the awkward crossing the road fast, like sort of half jog. I like to imagine
I want
everybody's
to run, but I don't want anyone to see me run.
Yeah, that sort of, I don't want the drivers to think I'm hurrying up, but I don't want to get run over the jog. Yeah. So, you do that, and you get to the town fairly quickly, and you can see that this place is deserted. But something clearly has happened here. There's carts that are turned over, windows are smashed, some have an attempt of being boarded up. You see scratch marks, you see... actually, roll me an investigation check, everybody.
Right. Better. 17.
13.
Wait, I think I just.
Yeah,
Might
you
not have
rolled
rolled that right.
a 8.
16.
Never gonna be good with the-
I got a 4.
Okay.
11, I guess. Plus. I'm trying to get used to this, sorry. 16, I believe.
Okay. So we've got, what did you get, sorry, Doxy?
11.
11, okay. So it's not that difficult to make out. You all kind of seem to get the grasp of it, except maybe Lou, who was a bit maybe preoccupied with everything. You see that there are splashes of what looks like dried blood on some walls. Some of us smeared. There's a handprint that's sort of gone down a wall. Clearly something terrible has happened here. There are no bodies, however.
I'm going to immediately pull my maul out and just be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my short swords. I'm thinking, and I look to Durak because he seems to be the person with the plans, and I say, I could ask Marzipan to track where the blood goes, the scent.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
The objection. It's gonna take me a minute. All right.
Yeah,
so I would
Radak's
cast. Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying he's just gonna make a motion with his hand, like, go on.
All right. So Bryn then is gonna cast talk with animals, speak with animals. Sorry, and tell Marzipan. All right, we need to find out where these people went. your thing.
Okay. Marzipan goes, okay. And then he nose to the ground, starts scurrying around, and he follows a blood trail. And he disappears out of sight for like 10, 15 minutes. And he's starting to get to that point where it's like, is he coming back? Where has he gone? And he scampers back, and you see like his little paws are all muddy, and he's all like filthy, and he's been climbing in places. And he turns to you and says, Tavern!
Did you find the bodies?
Found something? Tavern. People.
All right, let's follow Marzipan.
Yeah.
I like how you ferret thinks.
You can talk
Got
to
faith.
Boy.
Ferret.
Yeah,
Good to know.
don't hang out with people much, so I learned how to talk.
Gotta say, this
Now
is my
that's a
first
new-
time following a ferret.
He's a
First
very
time for
smart
everything.
parent.
Okay, so you all start following Marzipan, who again shoots off in the direction of the tavern. And you can see now that you can see the trail that he was following, and it's quite an obvious trail at this point. It's a mixture of footprints and dragging marks and blood, and it's a very obvious like big like trouble arrow. And you arrive at this tavern. You can see that the sign is hanging off, and it looks to be like not. It looks like beyond that, it's fairly good nick. Like nothing. It's not a decrepit old crap place. This was like the center of the town. You see the sign is still brightly painted. You see the tavern is called the Sorceresses Unicorn, and features a very. If unicorns could smile, this is a unicorn with a big smile on its face. It looks very, very dopey in the painting that's been done for this tavern. But you look past the sign, you see that the door is closed-ish. And there appears to be claw marks on it. And it appears to be slightly warped, as if it's been faced with a lot of force. The windows appear to be mostly intact, but if you can peer through, you can see that the curtains appear to be drawn, and where you can peek through, it appears as though there's been barricades made. Some of the windows are smashed, and then there's a couple that have like blood smears on them in different shapes.
If I may be so
doing
bold
that?
as to...
Oh my.
Rodak's going to step up towards the door and try to, like, kind of poke it open with his axe. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
You push the door with the axe, and it doesn't budge far. You can tell that behind the door there appears to have been a makeshift barricade. There's tables and chairs been stacked up behind it. But as you push it, you hear like a chair fly off and smash apart. And you hear a voice go, "Oh, fuck!" inside.
Is there a is there a drop? Is there a cellar entrance outside?
Not from where you are. If you went around the side a little bit, there would be one through there.
Yeah, I'll take a wander around and see if I can find like another way in that's not a window or a door.
Okay, yeah. So you look around and you see that there is a cellar door. It doesn't appear to be locked.
This might be the ticket in.
Immediately upon hearing the voice, Bryn would actually be like, "Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you, I think."
It's encouraging.
I'm still figuring that.
A great way to
You hear from inside. What do you mean you think?
I mean, did you
Not
do
for that
this?
reason.
Don't worry, don't worry. Let us in, we're here to help.
You're alive?
We are.
Quite.
I think
You're
I
one of
am.
them,
I'm
right?
pretty sure.
Last I checked.
I've not gone crazy, right? You are people, like you're not one of them.
What do you mean
Yes,
one of
I
them?
am. Person.
All right, the cell is open. But I'll come and let you in.
Before
So,
moving away from... Before moving away from the door, Rodak's going to ask them, what do you mean by that?
I'll tell you when you get inside. Just stop making noise. Shut up. So there's a few moments of quiet before Derek, the cellar doors open up, and you see a very disheveled-looking man who is wearing a white shirt, and it's covered in blood and dried just viscera. It's horrible. His face is streaked in dirt and blood. He appears to be wrapped in places with makeshift bandages. He has one around his head that has gone red with blood.
You need a bath, son.
Yeah, I know. And then he ushers you all inside.
Well, yeah. Drop down to the cellar.
Like, quick,
You all
quick,
right?
come on. Get in. I'll
you
tell you in a
hurt?
sec. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm
Wait
gonna
until
bring up the
everybody else
rear.
was.
Sorry, go on.
No, that's okay. Bryn would wait until everybody else was inside and then start putting the barricade back for the comfort of this dude.
Sorry, I'll be back in a second.
Okay, so he ushers you all inside, and before he shuts the cellar doors, he has a good long peek outside, and then shuts them. He goes, I think we're right. Wait, I don't know any of you. Where did all you
We're
all
not
come
from
from?
here.
No.
I'm Ari. Pleased to meet you.
Seamus. And he puts forth a shaking, filthy hand and shakes yours. But he looks very tired, weary, terrified, a mixture of all the bad emotions.
Mind if I
No.
Dom will
lights up
sort of grab the boy, young man, I believe, sort of looking him over, putting him in, pulling his ear back, looking behind, checking down his collar. What manner of beast were you fighting, boy? Were you armed?
Beasts. It wasn't beasts. It was my mum. My own mother.
Fought your mother?
Oh,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what it was. It just, one day, I got up. I went to work. I worked down at the indoor market. And then as I was coming home, everything went crazy. People were eating people, and kids were ripping the throats out of their parents, and then my mum, I saw her in the street, and I tried to get her inside, and she bit me. And he shows you his arm, which is covered in a bandage, and he pulls it back, and the wound is festering, and it's taken a huge chunk out of his arm.
Is that something that Cure Wounds would do anything against?
Roll any medicine check, see if you know.
Alright.
How long ago did this happen?
Yesterday. I came here, it was the only place
12.
that I thought of. 12. It might do.
Alright, I would cast
But you've
Cure
not
Wounds on
seen a
him.
wound this nasty, ever. This is something else.
And this pub's
I would
not called the
cast Cure Wounds
Winchester,
on him.
right?
A question.
I would cast it. I would try to help him, and then I would go and see if there were any kegs still connected to the tappers and try pouring beers.
Priorities.
yes, please.
He gratefully accepts the healing, and you see that the wound on his arm starts to close up, but it doesn't fully heal. There's still something about it that's still not quite right. But he happily removes the bandage from his head, and you see he had a gash on his forehead, which is now healed up, and he's thankful. And as you go to pour another pint, he says he's cooler's off, it'll be warm.
I like it warm. That's nasty,
Boy.
though. One day,
Your
you said?
mother.
One day, yeah. Yeah, it was my mother.
What of her eyes?
She,
How did she look at you?
Like I was a bit of meat. She wasn't all there. Like there was something. Something.
Say anything.
No. She just sort of screamed and groaned and...
Did she look bitten herself?
She said that the neighbor got her, yeah, but like... I don't know.
How long prior to her biting you did your neighbor bite her?
I don't know.
And it's safe
Like
for me
how
to
you
assume,
did it.
right, that this was out of character behavior, right?
Is she a known biter?
You know, every village has that person, the village biter.
Their yearly purge.
It's a purge planet!
Oh.
Ah, yes, we called him Frank.
I would
Oh,
like to take 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic is a ritual.
okay. But he turns to you, Ari, and says, well, she never told me what she got up to with my dad, but no, she's not known for biting.
Trust me, if she's doing things right, there's a little bit of biting.
This boy initiates before we got
Slides
here.
the beer over to Ari
Oh,
and pours another one for herself.
Please tell us more, Ari.
And that is a tale for another time.
he lets out like a small chuckle. I said, I haven't laughed in, well, at least a day. So are you lot here to sort this, or what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you dispatch of her?
Yeah, where is she?
She's upstairs.
Is she
I
still?
managed to lock her upstairs.
Is she still bitey?
Well, she stopped thudding against the door, but I don't know.
Was she?
How
I'm not
you-
exactly, wanting to go check or kill me mum,
Have you been craving the flesh of men recently?
No.
Let us know.
I'm
if
going
that
to tell you right
changes.
now. I'll have no problem killing your mom if she tries to bite me.
Yeah,
But I'll
at
just
least
knock
knock her
on her
teeth
if you
out.
want.
Good to get that out in the open.
as everyone's speaking, Rodek's going to just kind of like step back from the group and start making his way towards the stairs.
Okay, yep. You see the stairs actually lead up to a doorway that's shut and locked. And on the other side, you can hear like a faint groan and footsteps.
Okay,
At the boom, 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 you hear it grow louder, and there's a huge thud at the door in front of you, Radek, as you feel, hear and feel a body throwing itself at the door.
somebody want to back me up here?
Are you just gonna kill? Yeah, talk to her.
We could knock out
She's-
her teeth. That way she can't bite.
During my
It's good
During
point.
my
Calm down.
ritual.
We know speed.
bit chanting, I'll take brief moments to turn. Wait. Let me finish my ritual. And I can see if there's any magic to this. If so, we may be able to help her.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
you sit, you focus, you finish your ritual. Beyond everybody here lighting up like a Christmas tree with their magical items, there doesn't appear to be any other sort of magical effect here that you can discern.
Check the boy's wound.
The wound does not appear to be magical.
Maybe something more cursed.
The curse would be magical. Perhaps this is some sort of poison or disease. And I shall cast Detect Poison or Disease.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
How dare you use your abilities?
Yeah, god damn it. Make me
Damn
work.
clerics.
What do you think? This is a game?
God.
Is this just a game to you?
It's life or death, damn it.
This appears to be some sort of disease, and not a disease you've come across before.
Mm.
Hmm.
We could maybe try and restore them in some way. It's powerful magic, though. Might be best to save that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What's happening beyond the door while we're having this conversation?
Basically the same. You just hear thudding and groaning and wailing coming from the other side. But you take a moment and focus, and there's not just one thing up there. There appears to be at least another one. The thuds are like they're too consistent, too rapid to be just from one person. You hear like.
Where's your man with the bite? Is he near us?
Yeah, he would be around you guys. Yeah.
Who else is in there? That's not just your man.
I don't know. It could be owner. I don't know.
So you locked her in there, but you didn't see anybody else in there when you did it.
No, when I didn't. No, I was a bit preoccupied with her trying to bite my face off.
And you were the only people in pub when this happened.
Yeah. I don't know where everybody else
So we
went.
might accidentally doom someone else in the meantime. Cool.
Hmm.
Well, I say we open this and take a closer look.
Have you got
Everyone.
a key for this door?
One last trick up my sleeve.
Hmm?
I'll try a lesser restoration on the boy.
Okay.
See if it'll fix his wound. It can remove a disease.
All right. Okay. So you put out your hands and you channel the divine energy, and you see that this wound, this small wound now, is closed up, and he appears to be okay.
Prince Scots.
He had a temperature, and that seems to have fixed him.
So at least it seems in this state we can heal them.
Good to know.
Can you do that again to them up there?
I can do it
if you
again.
can't.
Rightly so, Master Dwarf. Let us open this door and see what we're dealing with.
Everybody
Okay,
ready?
so-
I think I'm
will
gonna prepare rope
unsheath my rapier.
to try to contain them.
Yeah, Rodek's just kind of gonna stay at the top of the stairs, just waiting on everybody else to agree to go in. He figures since he's most likely the biggest here, he should probably be the first to go in.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So, I guess then that means we all roll for initiative.
Surprise!
Did we establish if
Natural 20.
the guy has a key?
Oh yes, sorry. Yes, he fumbles around and hands a key to you.
I'm at disadvantage for initiative as well, but that's not a good roll.
I got a nat 1.
I got a 7.
21.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
Mine
I'm glad
is
someone's quick.
14.
I got a 9.
The old man.
I've got a 24.
Okay, so
Ari's been too
the way
busy
I
filing
like
her
to do
nails.
initiative is I do orders like from 25 to 20, 20 to 15. So if we've got 25 to 20.
Yes.
Alright, that's me.
21.
21 and
24.
24. So Radek.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm a 21. I'm a 21.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I assume the ranger has a higher dex.
Yeah, I was actually looking in the wrong place. I got a 21, but my dex is only a +1.
Okay.
So is mine.
Yeah, my
So
That's my
we've got
bad.
Bryn going up first. Who out of Radek or Darmavatus would like to go first? Between you two.
I'll let the one who's been waiting this whole time to run up the stairs and smash things go first.
Alright.
I will accept
Okay.
that.
So 20 to 15? Do we have anybody? 20 to 15? Yikes. 15 to 10?
Right, they're quick and
Guys!
slow.
No.
10 to 5?
I'm a dwarf in armor. I've got
I got
7.
9.
You got 9. Okay.
Yeah.
And you 7, Derek.
7. Yeah.
And then right at the back is Ari.
With 4.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Wow.
Lovely.
Okay, so at the top of the round we have Bryn. The door is currently closed.
You can have the key. I have it. Feel free to take it.
All right, is everybody ready? All right,
Ready as well.
she's
Good to
gonna.
go.
She's gonna.
Ari will be still filing her nail because she's that distracted with her initiative.
Oh, and just as a heads up, you're allowed to talk to each other in combat. You know, I'm not like it has to be in character on your turn. Just plan, plot, do your thing.
All right. She has like the rope between her hands, but is also holding her swords. She's dual wielding short swords. She's actually gonna nod to you to unlock the door, and then once you do, she's gonna kick it down, and then try to just swing with the butt of her sword to knock them down.
Okay, so you're holding that action until the door's opened.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right, Radek.
I guess I'm gonna be the one to open the door then? Yeah.
If you want to, yeah.
Okay. Did somebody have the key, or should I just force my way through?
I have the key. You can just take it from me. I'm not hiding it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the key and try to open the door and see what's on the other side.
You can do so easily. The key, it's for the door. It fits in. The door swings open the other way, so you have to give it a bit of a shove. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. That is a natural 27.
Oh, dang.
Oh my
okay.
God.
So you
Nice.
shove the key in
What
the
door?
door with barbarian strength. This key, this lock has got it coming. Open the door, and you don't even wait to try the handle. You just whack. You give it a shove, and you feel two bodies behind the door get knocked back away from the door. So Bryn, the door is open. You can use your attack. Oh, you're muted.
My bad. I'm gonna try to swing non-lethally with just the butt of my swords.
Okay.
So
Swing with your
here we
butt.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna swing my butt.
Swing with your butt.
Swing the butt at the door.
All right. So that is a 19, and then I get to use my bonus action to go again. I'm going on the same person until they fall down. And that is a 13.
Okay, so the second the door opens, you use the momentum and you slide under Radek's arm and whack whack with your the butt of your swords onto the head of what appears to be an older woman who looks to be very, very confused, and you would think she's just like an old lady that got caught up in a bad situation were it not for the fact that the bottom of her mouth appears to be missing. And she is covered in blood, and her eyes are milky white, and her skin is taking on a greenish tinge, and there's veins, and she looks up at you with a blank but menacing expression as you crunch on the top of her head. Can I get damage for those 2 rolls?
Damn it, boy. This is why I asked about the eyes.
I promise you can in just a second. So
No worries, no worries.
Yes, you can. Eventually.
Someday.
all right, that is an 8
Mm-hmm.
and an 8.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good damage. Good damage.
Oh god, maths is
Fuck
hard.
around.
Okay, so you bring down some sickening blows and you swear you hear like a bone crunch. And she moans in response. So that will bring us to Damavatis.
Okay. So, running up the stairs after the group, peering at the scene in front of me. I'm going to assume removing the disease is not going to help at this point.
Maybe not.
So, let's see. I'm going to throw out a spiritual weapon with my bonus action.
Ooh.
Let's do that. Which I cannot do lethal damage with. But I'm going to attack that old woman because she seems creepy as hell.
And
I'll be right back.
D&D, for you attack the old woman. She's creepy as hell.
Well, but she doesn't have a lower half of her face, you know.
That is creepy.
That's
Yeah, it is
16
weird, yeah.
plus 6. So that's
Oh god, yeah.
many numbers.
I'll give you all a hint. Their AC is in the single digits.
Ooh. Yay.
Helpful.
I like that.
Let's play whack-a-mom.
Oh, that's evil.
Too soon. So that's gonna be 9 force damage.
9 force damage,
And then I'm gonna-
okay.
Try and jab her with a spear.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Because no one ever uses spears.
No.
Well, that's a 12 on the die, so I assume that's more than single
Yep.
digits, right? That's how that works. That's going to
I'm
be
no mathematician.
8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage, hot dang. Okay.
More than just a life cleric.
Bryn looks over at you and
Okay.
is like, we're killing them now?
We're doing it live.
This one looks already dead.
Okie doke.
So, Bryn, as you turn to be like, we're killing them now, you watch as Damavatis puts forth a hand and summons a spiritual weapon. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It is a really tiny spectral gold dragon that just claws forth.
Whoa, okay. That's really cool. Okay, so Bryn, you watch as a spiritual golden dragon just whizzes like centimeters away from your face and launches at this old woman and claws at it. And then a second later, Damavatis goes, oh, and then reaches in with his spear and stabs her. And you watch as the spear pierces underneath where her bottom of her jaw would be and out the top of her head, and her eyes sort of grow wide, and she goes, and stops moving. Okay, well, that's
Put a
that
hand
one
over the
done.
boy's eyes.
The look at the eyes. They're creeping me out.
He is nowhere to be seen in this. He is in a corner. He is cowering and hiding. He is not. He doesn't want to be a part of this. And in fact, when he hears the sounds of combat, you hear a little from down below somewhere, which will bring us to
feels
the
so
other. You'll bring us to the other creature's turn. And you see, this is a large man, white hair, and he has apparently like what appears to be a big gash in his face, and one of his arms appears to be a bit wobbly in places where it shouldn't be. You know, he's doing one of these. And like half of his gut is missing. Like you can see like entrails sticking out. And he lunges forth to the person who is immediately in front of him, which would be Radek, and is gonna attempt to claw at you. And that will be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that will definitely hit.
Damn.
That was
That's
a
why
very
we
good
let
roll.
others go first.
Yeah.
This is why you have meat shields. Oh, well, that's only going to be 2 slashing damage on that one.
Okay.
But you were busy watching the spectacle of this golden dragon. You take your attention off this guy for 1 second. It's just enough for him to claw at you. And he comes back again with another one with a 17 to hit.
That will also hit.
Okay. And, oh my god. He brings up a second claw and rakes that one down your chest for 3 slashing damage. And he steps right up in your face. And you can see that there is nothing there. He appears angry, but there's no personality there. There's no hint of a man behind the
That's a cat, not a ferret.
Village
For what
eye.
it's worth, Radek is now angry as well.
Okay, so Lou, from your position, you've just seen Domovatas murder an old lady, and then this old guy is just latched onto Radek and he's clawing the crap out of him. What are you doing?
Making me look like the bad guy.
Besides being very confused, I'll cast Vicious Mockery on him, on the
Okay.
old man. Hey, old
Okay,
man,
Mhm.
you're old.
Who got him?
Got him.
Got him!
And to say,
Crit.
oh,
You really told him.
that's it. So
That's a
wisdom
wit
saving
save,
throw,
right?
please. Yeah.
Dom has a single tear roll down his eye.
I'm guessing that a -1 doesn't make the save.
No, that rolls back round to 20, doesn't it?
Oh yeah! Oh my
this
god! Yeah, he
is
makes
hard.
it. He's the best. He's the strongest-minded zombie ever. No, you watch as he claws Radek, and then you shout, "Hey, old man, you're old." He kind of goes, "Huh? Hmm."
I think that's a 1 and a. Well, that's 2 psychic damage, I believe.
Okay.
His youth flashes before his eyes.
He's so regretful of becoming a zombie.
It was
Like
really
a zombie
cool.
montage of like the last day, just standing idly by many places.
Just like that line in Chicken Run. Like, my whole life flashed before my eyes. It was really boring.
Really boring.
Okay, so Derek.
Cool. So is it
Just
safe to
hit Lou.
assume that...
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
I was like, you've just heard Lou shouting at an old man that he's old.
Is it safe to assume that Darak recognises these as being undead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
By this
cool.
point, you were all pretty much twigged that, oh yeah, these things aren't alive.
So he kind of gets this little flashback to a place that he doesn't quite remember that was filled with undead, and it's kind of almost on instinct. He's going to step forward and hold up his maul, and the symbol of Ilmater on it is going to glow blue, and I'm going to turn undead.
Nice.
So they need to make wisdom saving throws.
12.
12 fails. Are they CR half or lower?
They are indeed.
Then they are destroyed.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Okay. So, Radek, you are currently like head to head with this old zombie man who's like trying to claw at you and kind of holding his arms, and he's trying everything. His teeth are trying to get in there, and you're there. You're struggling. He gets about a centimeter away from your cheek, and you can almost feel the tooth grazing it before he's turned to ash in your hands.
What
yeah,
the
maybe you
hell's
go first
just
next
happened?
time.
I really don't like zombies.
That was cool.
But that's just
I think
dead.
personally.
So we killed your mom.
Not that she wasn't already dead, but she's dead again.
You
Sorry,
hear a
boys.
mournful wail, and it's really loud as this guy is just like, "No, Mom!"
She was too far gone. There are
If it's
other.
any consolation, your mother was not in there anymore.
Maybe we should work on our bedside manner.
Why?
Maybe.
Because I don't want to hear
I'm
that
willing-
wail again.
Oh man.
Yeah, look
Oh,
at that.
Phil.
I'm gonna go down there and try to comfort him.
Okay, you just see him just
Try.
sat there, like on the floor, head in his arms, crying. As you just come down and you're like, there.
I
Yeah.
want to
Also,
take
I
a
got
look
at
a
around the
wild
room.
magic surge.
You
Okay.
did.
I don't know the procedure for a wild magic surge. I'm new
You
here.
roll 1d10,000, and hopefully someone has a link to the Wild Magic Search
Okay.
table.
What is this?
Hopefully Will is
One of my-
listening
One of my
and he can
players.
drop the link to the PDF.
So, ooh,
There you go. 1653.
we'll see what that does when we get the things.
Oh, William!
In the meantime, you are stood amongst the remains of a woman and ash. There's a man sat on the floor crying downstairs. What would you like to do?
I want to take a look around the room, make sure there's no more of these things nearby.
Mhm.
Just like check under beds or behind closet doors, just pretty much everywhere that one could be hiding.
If there were any within, if there were any in the room, they're gone.
Okay,
Understood.
so you look around and you see that this appears to be living quarters. There is a large bed, so it appears more than one person lived up here, a couple, as far as you can see. There appears to be like a wardrobe, a set of drawers that with just basic clothes in them, and there's like a almost like a bathroom, like a washroom kind of. And you open the door, and you just see a pile of ash on the floor.
So
There's
Bryn
another
would
one.
look around and
What's
be
another
like,
one?
yeah, so beers?
Beers.
Beer.
He heads downstairs
Yeah, beer
and
me.
starts pouring beers.
Is there any water?
There's water in beer, if you make it weak enough.
Very true.
I'll just keep watch.
Okay, so you help yourself to beers from the bar. There is actually like a small, like an interior well where you could pump water if you so chose.
Bryn would look for that. Bryn would look for that. Is it like obvious? Would I have to roll to find it?
Nah, it's in like the behind the bar area. There's like a
Yeah,
little
she
trough
saw-
and then a little interior pump.
If she saw that, she would pour Duda water when she was pouring everybody else beer, line them up on the bar, and then sit next to the crying kid and be like, sorry about your mom.
Sorry, brah.
Yeah.
Not
My
good people,
bad.
but
Bedside manner is awful.
she doesn't hang out with people much.
And you can
Oops.
see
It's just a
he's
thing
trying
like, yeah, that shit sucks, dude.
She's just one of those. You go to like the local store, like, oh, let's get a single flower, this Hallmark card, and mail it to them.
She
Sorry,
wouldn't
you're
even know
lost.
to do that. She wouldn't even know to do that. She'd just be like, oh, that blows.
Ari, I've got your Wild Magic Search here.
Ooh.
Yep. Can I get a shout out?
Uh-oh.
Thanks my player Phil for the donation. Thanks, man.
I will
Appreciate
drop it into the chat because Susie, you need to be the one to read this.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't like where this is going.
Fireball gets cast on the party.
I don't
Boy
like how
dies.
beautifully delighted you are while you're chuckling about this.
I'm so delighted. I'm gonna have to type it. Bear with me a second.
Did we establish
Oh,
a
God.
safe word?
I said
Formaldehyde.
pineapple. Okay, formaldehyde.
It's quite apt, actually.
When do you ever say the word
I
formaldehyde in a sentence, right?
So
You'd be
I've dropped it in the
surprised.
VMix chat.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
GG, Harry.
Well,
Hard to leave.
everybody sat enjoying their beer and trying to comfort this poor man. When suddenly, Ari starts to spin a cocoon around herself. I'm not entirely sure how this happens. It's like she whips out a pair of cocoon knitting needles and begins to just go to town. And before you know it, she's emerged in a cocoon. Well, emerged in a cocoon.
Is this common amongst you, Half-Elf?
I have never. I have never seen
I
this
haven't.
Mind me.
You're prepared for every scenario.
at the risk of getting an answer, did I see where she was pulling the material from?
You did
You
not.
don't want to ask that question.
You don't. You do
I
not.
would like to ask that question.
I will
If a
leave
It is
it
not
to
right to
imagination.
ask a lady where she is pulling her web from.
Oh my god.
What do I say
Well, the fact that she's in a cocoon
I'm
now,
sorry.
it's like everyone just turns, enjoying their beer. They're all just sitting there like, well then.
That's that then.
Rick would really can't much mind, actually. She would just be like, I've
Yeah.
seen weirder. I've seen
The
weirder.
crying guy just kind of looks up and goes, "Is she
Should,
okay?"
Should somebody do something about that? It's a very nice
think-
cocoon.
I think
Don't
that's how
worry
she
about
rests.
it. I'll come out from a week. Like after a week, I'll just be fully healed. I'll emerge in a week. Don't worry.
I've,
You didn't
turned
take
to the
any
boy-
damage.
I'll turn to the boy and say, is this something that's been happening as well? Because
No.
you shouldn't have kept this from us.
All I've seen is people ripping each other's faces off. I've never seen a human cocoon. What
But
is
have
that?
you seen people change? Perhaps this is part of the process.
I've
She's
not,
going through
no,
the
I've
shade.
not seen anybody change.
She seems a little young for
Wop, wop.
Little finger
That's all
still.
wrong.
A hand peeks out from the cocoon.
Harry, can you hear us?
Just about.
Are you, do you want to stay in there? What? It's not convenient,
I don't know.
I'm not going to lie.
You know, you just have sudden urges and impulses. This was one of them.
I
So
just
are you
felt
feeling
like
quite
having a
healed?
food.
Because I could cut you out.
Yeah, you know what? Like, let's do that. Let's like alien birth my way out of this, shall we?
Yeah, all right.
we just
And she
take her with us.
Stabs and like
Sling her off your
Just
wall.
carry her.
And then just this like. All right.
slide
That's
her beer.
nature.
It's like goo and
I want some
slime.
little clips emerging from that
It's like
cocoon.
Danny DeVito coming out of the sofa.
You've emerged as a beautiful Danny DeVito
Oh.
devil.
The gang solves the zombie crisis.
This is how I remain permanently young. It's chrysalis effect.
The kid is just kind of staring in abject horror at this point. He's seen a lot.
Harry Pod used cocoon, it's super effective.
Boy. Welcome to
Right, so
Encounter
how
Roleplay.
How many people live around here? Like, are we gonna have to deal with like a lot more of that?
Yeah.
Cocoons or zombies?
The town's easy, a couple of thousand people.
Okay.
Seems very
Not even count
quiet.
the travelers. I don't know where they've gone though.
Hmm.
What's
Boy,
the man we're supposed
you know,
to meet? What was his name?
Oh yeah, but did we get a name? I don't think we did.
I don't
Did
think
you
we
get
were
any-
given
I
any
forgot to
sort
write
of
it down.
contact.
Oh yeah, his name is Seamus, the kid.
Were we given
Tell
a
her
name
to
for our
get the
contact?
envoy.
No,
who was
you
sent
weren't.
before
No.
us.
She just said that she sent an emissary. She didn't say who.
Have you
But she did tell us a contact, right? That we were supposed to meet. I completely forgot to write it down.
That was
Nope.
the little boy who gave us our gear.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was the kid that gave you the.
We completely neglected to ask for a name for the contact.
She wasn't very forthgiving, you know.
No.
Well, boy, tell me, you know of any other places underground within this town?
Underground. There might be
Mine
some
or
sellers. I don't know a mine, but there might be some sellers in the market. You know, where they keep stuff, cold and stuff like that. I mean, I worked in one of just the general goods stores, but I know we've got like fruit and veg places and meat stores. They might be there. The indoor market's just a bit more into town. It's pretty big. You can't miss it.
Is it like overrun with those dudes?
I don't know. I don't know. I just ran here. I didn't even
Alright,
see
well-
that back when I came home. Nobody's
Put
here.
yourself in the cellar. Keep yourself locked up. We'll
Okay.
return shortly.
Yeah, good
Alright.
luck surviving.
If we're not back in 5 minutes, wait longer.
All right.
Good call.
You got like a
you-
spare sword or something? I've got nothing here.
Rodek is gonna pull out a javelin and hand it to him, and just sort of be like, "It's about all I can spare at this point."
Yeah, all right. I don't
Just
want to be
stick
close
with
to
the
him
point.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's
he's gonna
understand.
point it to Sharp and be like, "This end goes towards the zombies."
Descend towards enemy.
Doesn't
Like a
look
cliff.
like
Once you're locked in
Best
the
throwing
cellar, I
off.
can put down a trap. But that's what I got. That's all I got.
You can't. Would that trigger if I left? I don't want to
Yeah.
survive this only to get my legs blown off by something when I try and get home.
Yeah, we better not die.
Hmm. You might want
Then
to
we
take
don't
some
get
food
paid.
down there with you.
Yeah. Oh,
That's true. Did we get paid?
Alright.
We didn't talk about that either. We really didn't plan this.
Our
No.
dramatic music is gone.
oh no.
Oh no.
That makes it more dramatic.
It does.
So I guess is it dark now? Is it nighttime, or are we still kind of evening?
It's getting. Yeah, it's like on the cusp of nighttime now.
Do we want to go hunting zombies in the dark, or do we want to wait till daylight?
Hmm.
Daylight.
I've got no problem fighting them in the dark, but if the rest of you would prefer to wait until daylight,
I always forget that you
Well-
guys can't see for shit.
I mean, I can see just fine. It just seems smarter.
Just me.
all eyes turn towards the lone human.
You're the one human.
Gently touches his shield, begins to light up.
Ooh,
Feel like this might make me a target. But still,
you could go ahead of us. You could be
we
the,
have a choice.
the bait.
We head to the market, fight them underground where we can find them, if they are indeed there. Or we can wait. Try and hold out here for the night. Find the source of this corruption. In the morning,
I mean, if we're
What
gonna
say
be
you,
underground,
hunters?
if we're gonna be underground,
underground.
it's gonna be dark anyway.
No point waiting. And
Apparently
Ari's
we
going
had
to
a
like
magic
item.
fashion. Ari's going to fashion like a torch together out of like a leg of like a table, wrap some cloth, and just pour some of the strongest alcohol onto the top. Are we
Mhm.
ready to go?
Apparently we had a magic item donated, but I didn't see it in the chat.
Oh, dang.
I don't know if somebody wants to
Yeah, that
remind
was,
us of that.
Bill
So
gave
don't light this on fire
a
yet.
hat of disguise.
Oh, okay. Was there like a description of it or anything?
Yeah, he said there's a hat of disguise left in the corner of the room. And then it's time.
Oh, we could go full Shaun of the Dead and disguise one of us as a zombie.
That's why I did the shout out earlier. I was like, shout out to Phil, one of my players.
Looks like Louis is
Oh,
volunteering for tribute.
Okay, so as Damavatis, you light up your shield. You notice that in the corner of this room there appears to be a pile of just stuff. There appears to have just accumulated in the corner, like cloaks and table bits. But jumbled amongst them, quite visible, you do see a hat.
It's a
And
very
as he
fine hat.
described it, put on the sombrero.
Oh boy! This sombrero.
At least it's not a fedora.
Thank God.
Will be.
So
Brilliant.
Damavatis now has a very fine sombrero.
It,
Very fetching.
a man walks down a street in that hat, and you know he's not afraid of anything.
Literally nothing.
Light coming
That
from his
man has
shield
no
on
shame.
bed, their eyes all around him, and he's just like, what up?
Pretty cunning, don't you think?
Brilliant.
Oh
We have a
boy.
plan.
So
So
what is-
onward to the market then.
Unless you guys want rest. I mean, sleep is fine.
It couldn't hurt if there's more zombies. It'd be nice to be able to just turn them to dust again.
I mean, I've just kind of chrysalised for a moment, so I'm good.
You did.
Louis, you're muted.
He doesn't
You're
seem
muted.
to know.
I think you're muted.
You've been talking this whole time. Oh no! Look at shock. No!
We were just gaslighting you, man.
I'm not gonna lie, for a minute there, I thought you all were doing sign language at each other.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Is this better?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel a little sad now.
Oh.
That's-
Sad, like
so what's the plan?
I was saying,
We
what
should
time
get
is
back on
it?
track.
It's late evening, nearly nighttime now. So it's starting to get very low light.
All right, but yeah, I was saying earlier, like I'd volunteer as tribute as to be the Shaun of the Dead zombie.
Cool.
But
I
now,
guess-
now we're here.
Right, so I guess we can go looking for them now. Or we can wait. If we wait, they might come looking for us.
I'm not
I could put
afraid
a
of them
trap
coming to me.
outside the door,
Single trap might not stop a horde of dead.
but it would wake us up.
That it might.
Wait, are we resting
Well,
or
not
are we
the-
going?
Most of us sleep anyway.
So is the plan? You resting? You going? What are we
So,
doing?
all right, I'm for
I don't
going
know,
now.
it's too hard.
Hands up for who's ready to go now.
Yeah.
If
I
he
vote for
can do
go now.
the same thing later, after some sleep that he did up there, I vote rests.
In my
I
defense,
like fighting, but I like not being bitten better.
I can also do that.
Oh.
Then a night of drunken debauchery?
Yeah.
Yes. What better
Works
time?
for
I
me.
just start pouring for everyone.
Cards,
I will,
anyone?
I will keep a watch while they debauch.
Okay, so over the course of the night, do we want to keep a continual watch? Are we going to have
Yeah.
a watch order?
I would place my trap outside the door, just in case. And me and Marzipan can take the first watch.
I'll take the last watch because I guess everyone else is going to get good and drunk. So I'll get some
Alright.
kip while they drink.
Ari doesn't get drunk, she just gets fun.
Oh. Oh, well then.
The chrysalis of pre-latch.
The more she drinks, the more encumbered by the cocoon she becomes.
She just starts like telling the story that she refused to continue earlier, and everybody just gets too many details about biting.
Not enough. Not enough.
The guy just sort of goes down into the cellar and just makes a little corner and goes to sleep. He's had enough.
Regrets his life choices.
That's my mother you're
Kind of
talking
wishes
about.
he'd been out there and got bitten, you know, like.
Well, he did.
Why did they heal us?
Why? Okay, so we just have 2 people on watch tonight.
I'm keeping
I'll
last
take a watch, but I'm blind, so
I'll take
Yeah,
a
I mean-
midnight watch. Like, middle of the night, not midnight, yeah.
Okay.
Sign me
Alright,
up for
so
whatever's left.
everybody who's taking a watch, please roll me a d12.
12.
I will stay up with the dwarf in the break
8.
of dawn hours.
I think this is a D12. 5.
5.
I got
We
a
got an
1.
8 and a 5.
A 4. For Brent.
4.
Does Marzipan roll 2 or no?
No, Marzipan.
Okay.
Oh, I nearly called him Marzipan. What was that? And the last one? What did we get?
I got a 1.
No, wait, we've got him. What am I doing?
Oh.
Okay, so you take turns setting up watch, and you have like an overlook, as it were, from upstairs. You can keep a good eye on all corners of the street from what you can see. For the most part, the night passes peacefully. You don't really see or hear much. There's the odd shambling figure that passes through the streets, but nothing that gathering en masse. However, Darak, you do see further in town flashes of light, sort of like a bluish tinge in color, and they only appear for split seconds, but they seem to appear in groups of 3 or 4.
Does it seem like something I would need to wake people up for, or is it kind of away from us?
It's a way into town. It's towards where Seamus pointed you, where the indoor market is.
Cool.
It's
All right.
further in.
I will not wake people unless things start getting gnarly outside. I'll let people sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I would have stayed up for your watch.
Cool. Do you see that over there?
Would I be able to see it without dark vision?
Flashes of light and darkness. Yeah.
It flashes up. It kind of
Yes,
looks like fireworks, but without the big sparky explosions. But you know the way fireworks do just light up the sky?
Mhm.
It's kind of like that.
What color?
Like
Blue, I
a
think.
bright, very light blue.
That's
see that indeed.
concerning. I say we just wait it out, see what happens. We can go investigate in the morning.
Indeed. I will be on my guard. I trust you will do the same.
Always.
Will nod.
All right. The rest of the night passes fairly peacefully. I know that was such a good moment. The rest of the night passes pretty peacefully, and dawn breaks. You all wake in various stages of hangover. Seamus is still asleep in the corner, and you see he's clutching the javelin really tight to his body.
Oh, buddy.
Poor baby.
There appears to be nothing or no one outside. So what do you do?
So I will let everyone know about the flashes of light that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
They were coming from where Seamus said the market is. So I don't know what we're going to be walking into, but best be on guard.
I'm always on guard. She pulls out her swords.
Shall we head out?
Aye.
Now's as good of time as any.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ushering the boy down into the basement. Building a barricade in front of the door as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
As it has been recently lost.
He's thankful and he wishes you all luck as you all exit the tavern. Now, so as you're heading towards the market, are you trying to go stealthily, or are you just like marching down there?
I mean, if we're gonna kill all these things anyway, I don't see any reason to be stealthy.
Yeah, I can't speak for everyone else, but stealth is not a word that Roddak knows the meaning of.
I am not a stealthy dwarf.
Oh no.
I can be.
I'm a really tall dwarf as well, so I'm the least stealthy dwarf there is. This is like 5'4" of dwarf.
I feel like you and my barbarian would get on very well.
I'm pretty stealthy. I mean, you'd hope
Do
a
you
rogue
wanna-
would be, at least.
You would hope.
We could scout ahead and see what we see. Because I'm very
What does our elf eye
stealthy
see?
as well.
There we go.
Can you do that thing with the ferret again?
Absolutely. Okay, so I cast Speak with Animals. And I'm gonna say, okay, you remember those ones up there yesterday? You remember those?
Uh-huh.
Go look for more of those. Count them if you can.
Got it. And he scampers off, and vroom, off he goes. And he's gone for a long time. Before he comes back, he skitters back, and he looks almost... If a ferret could be shell-shocked, this ferret
They
is
can be.
shell-shocked.
They definitely
Yeah, this ferret is like... His eyes are
Stop shocked.
wide, and you can tell like he's breathing heavily, and he says, oh boy, there's a lot of them.
Not countable.
Nah.
Okay, you go hunt. Good boy. Which way? Everywhere?
And he
or-
sort of gestures towards the main road,
All right.
leading further
There's a lot
into
of them?
town.
Okay, I look around to everybody. There's a lot of them. He couldn't count. They're all that way.
That's what I like to hear. And Roddak is just going to draw his great axe and
Mhm.
continue marching forward.
Yeah, I
All
let
right.
Marzipan cool down and like go hunt for breakfast or whatever.
Okay, yep. So everybody else, are you following Radek?
Oh yeah.
All
Yep.
right, so you start marching down the main road, and you start to hear
I'm gonna draw my shield though, just in
Mhm.
case.
Okay, you start to hear them, And this is like a cacophony of sounds. This is screeching, moaning, wailing en masse. It's almost like a wave as it hits you. And you see ahead, there's a sea of bodies, all moving and writhing and trying to... it appears like they're all moving towards one place. And you look past them, and you see a very large covered market, and there's a clock tower and like a roof access. And you see, stood on top, one lone figure, and they appear to be wearing a cloak. And they're, you can see their back, like from what you can make out their silhouette. It appears to be the back of them. You can't make out like a face or anything. And you see that they appear to be holding up a big sign that is not visible to you.
Do we announce ourselves? Do we try and sneak up on this?
Guys, y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
Awesome, sweet. I just fixed it again. I can make us all super quiet if we want to sneak up on them. I can make us basically undetectable, or super silent, however you want to say it.
I've
think
always
it's
liked the
probably
sneaky
best-
approach.
It's probably best to see what that sign says before we try to make friends.
All right.
Have it your way.
Well, but if I make
So
us
we
all
sneak
silent, some of us won't be able to cast spells that require.
Or
us
you mean like
talking.
actual
Yes,
silence?
Yes.
I would prefer not to be silent.
I could make the sneaky rogue and the big axe person silent, or one of them silent. If y'all would like me.
Seems like our rogue friend doesn't need any help in that department.
Big man might though. It's his call.
Yeah, Rodek just kind of looks down at himself and says, well, it's probably not the worst idea. And unsure of, like, what he needs to do, he's just kind of gonna, like, hold his arms out, like, inviting the silence. He's not really well-versed in magic, so...
Kind of like squinting, waiting for something to happen. Like
Yeah. He's kind of like T-posing almost, just waiting on whatever's gonna happen.
I dig it. Okay, so Lou is casting silence then, I guess. Oh, have we lost Lou? Oh no.
Oh no.
Is
We've lost him.
there any way for us to roll some sort of perception or anything to get a better idea of what the sign says?
Unfortunately, you're a bit too far away to make out what this sign says, and from what you can gather, the sign is pointing away from you. The person's back is to you, so you would have to kind of get around a bit to the side to at least see what's happening on this side.
I mean, at least one of us has a bow, right?
Oh yeah.
Can we just shoot the son of a bitch?
Now you're speaking
What
my
if-
language.
What if no?
Perhaps it would be unwise to shoot this person. Do we know what they're trying to do?
What if they're
Oh,
waiting
it's
for
the
us?
Horde
What
of
if they're
Undead.
waiting for us?
Could be
As
the
you
Emperor.
are standing here and discussing what's happening, you see Derek and Damavatas, the very familiar flashes of light as the person puts the sign down. And you watch as you look across, one of the zombies in the crowd just explodes.
Oh. Right, well that changes things.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
shoot that guy.
How close are we to the zombies right now?
You're like a fair distance enough away that they haven't noticed you yet.
Okay. So, maybe this is who we're supposed to be meeting.
Seems that way.
Yes.
Yay.
At that
Turn.
point, I think Ari is going to just kind of be like, well then, and stroll on up
Yeah, but
to just go talk to them.
turn, look
I
at
was-
the rock, call out. I believe it's time to turn.
Okay, as Ari steps forth and goes,
You're on.
hello, every
Look around.
zombie in the crowd turns around to look at you all. There is a very large
Baywatch
groan
run.
as they turn and start to move towards you all. And you can see as zombies at the front fall down and get trampled over by the ones at the back that move forward, and they're advancing on you. Obviously not
I
very
don't
quickly
like-
because they're zombies.
I don't like this.
I thought you were supposed to
Rodek
be
is-
sneaky.
Screw that.
I was
I got
going to
bored.
silence on them. But okay.
So
I'm
you
gonna hurt
have
myself.
you have about 30 seconds before these guys are upon you. What do you do?
I
Very
would like
fire.
to hold an action so that the second they're on me, I'm just going to turn undead and get as many as possible because it's a 30-foot radius.
As they approach, or as I approach them, I shall cast Spirit Guardians
Nice.
Oh yeah, can I
And
cast
also
Sanctuary on
with-
myself?
as they
Mhm.
approach
Nice.
to cast the turn on dead also.
I want to put Fairy Fire in the big clump of them.
I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
yeah.
yell to the dude. We're human, or not human. We're not these. Please don't shoot
We're not.
us.
Ah,
We're not bitey.
Okay.
we're not.
Actually, as the tide of zombies has turned, as it were, you notice this figure immediately like turn to look at you guys, and you hear him whistle and gesture and point. And that's all you see right now, in this moment.
How far away is he?
He is like a good 150 feet away at this point. Like he's up on the building. Like
And there's
behind all
zombies
these
between us and him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling out my swords.
I would like
Yeah.
to inspire Meeny Miny Mo, catch a tiger by his toe if he wants. Ari.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm just gonna ready an action. As soon as a zombie gets within swinging distance, I'm going for the head.
All right.
And
So-
before they get here as well, I'd like to toss like a bottle of booze over into them, and hopefully still have my flamey torchy thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna toss that in there too.
All right. Nice.
You have a D8
Hey,
inspiration
Tom.
die, by the way.
This zombie's on fire!
Thank you.
Forgot to use it when we fought the other one, so.
All right.
Legend.
Okay. So you all
Thank
stand. You ready yourselves. You draw your weapons. You lower your shields. You prepare for this wave of zombies to hit you. Ari, you lob a deconstructed Molotov cocktail into the midst of them. And there's an explosion, and you see arms and heads and legs and bits and chunks and viscera fly in the air. But before long,
It's
they
just
are
like-
upon you.
4th of July.
Yeah,
Gross.
depending where you're from.
Okay, so you all brace as this wall of zombies hits you. So I believe the held actions were hit the shit out of them with swords,
Yeah.
turn the undead, crap that, no,
Each of them,
slice the crap out of them with axes,
Yeah.
and spirit guardians, right?
Spirit Guardians was an action before, and then there's
Okay.
turn on dead as well.
So 2 turns.
Gotcha. Okay, so as they come crashing towards you with teeth and claws and grossness and guts and blech, they crash against the spiritual guardians. Radek, you slice with your axe. Bryn, you're in there with the sword. You slice and you're cutting. And Darek and Domovitus, you are turning undead. So I need to make a load of wisdom.
Can I,
Wisdom saves
Can
for
I-
Spirit Guardians as well.
because obviously being like familiar with Turn Undead, I know that if he succeeds, they're gonna scatter So can I hold mine until after his? So either if it fails, I'll set mine off, or if it succeeds, I'll wait for them to get closer again and then set mine off.
Okay, yep.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Awesome.
Alrighty then.
What do you want
And
to do,
don't
Lou?
forget, guys. You all hit with advantage because of fairy fire.
Nice.
Fairy fire, that's it, yeah. In fact, the zombies that are approaching you sparkle beautifully. In what color, Lou?
Aw.
I am feeling a nice, like, purple today. I feel purple.
Ooh,
It's gotta
ooh.
be purple.
Are we
Nice
talking
choice.
like a fuchsia purple or like a deep purple?
A deep purple. I'm feeling more of a deep purple today. That's just what I'm feeling
Okay.
today. Oh,
As
wait.
Ari has made smoke on the water in the middle of them, Lou is covering them all in deep purple. There we go. Had to do it.
Nice.
And,
Someone had to.
Actually, I'm gonna need a
Dominatus-
dexterity saving throw from every one of them since they entered it. My bad.
Oh, like their dex is abysmal. So they just fail. They are just
Alright.
so sparkly and pretty.
We just want to see you roll thousands of dice.
Please roll
I can
4
imagine
you
getting a
d20s.
box of
Please-
D20s,
please roll
tipping
a
them
save.
over.
I will not
Okay.
be satisfied.
Your turn undead succeeds, Domovatus. So they turn and flee? Is that what yours does?
Nice.
Um,
That destroys them.
Or destroys them, yes. So a huge wave of them rush towards, and Radek and Bryn, you're in there, you're slicing, chopping, doing your thing, and then Domovatus puts forth his holy symbol, dust. Derek, you know what to do. You wait for the second wave to come, and there's a lot of them, and they are coming. They don't stop coming, and you again put forth. Let me just do a couple of these.
And the zombies.
DC
Um,
15, if that helps.
A couple of these. They, for the most part, they spectacularly fail, and again, poof, a wave of dust, but a few remain.
And bright purple.
Little cleric 5.
Purple. Dark purple.
For the most part, you have cleared the way, but you can see that more and more keep trickling in. But you do have a semi-clearish way to head to the market right now. You have played yourselves a path if you wanted to just run for it.
Charging through any that come
I
within.
want to talk to that guy for sure.
Yeah.
If we're running through, I'm gonna go out all teenager and just start mocking every one of them as we run.
Okay.
On my turn, you run. It's like
You're old, you're fat, you're a zombie, you're dead.
Ugly, stinky, but
You're a nerd!
Bastard, sleepy dog.
I bet you
shit.
stay up late.
You're
Oh,
nothing
God.
in life. You are nothing.
And then as I
yes.
start doing this, I slowly start crying to stuff because most of these actually affect him. Also, I'm like, wait, why am I saying this?
I'm just projecting.
I'm projecting. That's therapy.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So I would like our melee-focused friends to make some attack rolls just to see if we can clobber some Zambos on the way towards this covered market.
Okay.
As they encroach upon us, they would also enter the aura of the spirit guardians.
Mhm.
They come close. That I'll be focusing on.
All right. Hey, who knew zombies were really bad at everything?
Everyone?
That's why you have lots of them.
So, Domovatus,
no.
most of the zombies that enter your aura just get destroyed. What do your spirit guardians actually look like? I never asked.
Much like the
Hey,
spiritual
Greg,
weapon,
you had
it's slightly larger this time, spectral gold dragons flying around him.
Oh,
Nice.
fancy.
As
My,
the large gold dragon on his shield flares up with a light. That's where the light's coming from. As they swarm around him.
Mhm.
My great axe swings were a natural 1, so
Oh
I'm
no!
not really
Into the
doing much.
Oh well, we can't all be perfect.
Like, I'm just swinging my axe as the zombies are disappearing into dust, and I'm like, I missed one. I missed another.
You're like a fraction
This
of
just
a
looks like
second
your
too
kills.
late
Don't-
every time.
Hey, don't forget, you're rolling with advantage.
Oh. That's
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be 20 then,
Better.
because
Better
of that
than one.
advantage.
Okay, so you all collectively like move as a tight group and cleaving your way through towards this thing. Radek, you take like 4 points of slashing damage in total because you're like leading the vanguard and zombies are coming at you. You okay?
Sorry, there was a bug that flew on me.
Like hordes of undead are approaching
Understandable.
a single bug.
Yeah, zombies, no problem. One mob.
Okay, so Radek, you take a couple of swipes from zombies as they're at you before you get a chance to like cleave them in twain. Oh god. Oh my god.
This is
Right,
exactly
these
what I
aren't my
like to hear
dice.
from my DM.
So,
That's why they're not working good.
Domovators, you take like. Oh, come on, where's my dice? Jesus, I just had it a second ago. You take 8 slashing damage as one
good
zombie
man.
breaks through it all and chomps down on you.
You're gonna hate
Through
me if
your
you're
armor.
attacking me because they need to make wisdom saves to be able to hit me. There's a sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
All the wisdom saves.
All the wisdom saves.
That's a big. Oh, actually, natural 20.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh.
So it makes the save, and it would hit you with a 21.
yeah, that would hit.
So you take.
Actually, I would like to do cutting words.
Okay.
Bad zombie.
Sure.
Hey GM, fuck you and your monsters.
Oh wait, let me
That's
just
fine.
We're gonna pay next week.
4.
4 would bring that down to a 17.
That misses with my shield.
Oh, come on, man.
I say,
So,
Oh.
you're dead.
despite the defenses you set up, despite the cohesive unit you're moving in, a zombie breaks through and is inches away from chewing your face, Derek, when Lou just goes, you're fucking dead, nerd. And he just and then misses by like a good foot and just lies down on the floor.
Give him a head stomp as we go past.
Okay, but before long, you reach the covered market, and there's a smashed window right in front of you that would be easily accessible.
Cool.
The doorway is like a good 60 feet, like to your left, and appears to have quite a few zombies crowded around it.
Let's go through that window.
Assuming
Hold up.
I was towards the front of the group, so I'm just gonna try to like hold off zombies and let people through the window. Like
Okay,
if any
yeah.
get close, just swing
Yeah.
the axe. And
As I run up, I'll
I'll
sort of hunker
also-
down, hold my shield up, provide a stepping stone for the dwarf to be able to jump up in. I know you're taller, but
Oh,
Cleric
You're gonna
I
have
would
to toss
inspire
me.
Roderick. I would
Sorry,
inspire
bro.
him while he's fighting.
Okay, so you all like hop your way into the bottom of the market, and you see that this place is decimated. There's nothing left. Any stall is absolutely destroyed. There's actually like bodies in here, and these aren't zombified bodies. You can see that they have. If you look at a few of them, you can see they've been bitten, and you can even see that some of them have clearly turned. Their eyes are milky, and they're missing bits of them. But they all seem to have been dispatched. They're all separated limb from limb. There's no chance of these things coming back.
Re-dead, yeah. They're re-dead.
read it.
Yes.
They're super dead. They real dead.
they did for real this time.
And there is
Ari's
definitely
just
been
going
an
to,
attempt
like-
to shore up this place.
To the
Was
roof.
was our friend still on the roof as we were making our way across?
They actually disappeared from sight while you're on the way in.
Maybe some sort of hatch. But let's make our way to the attic.
Agreed.
Okay,
Through
and there is
your
a
way
very obvious staircase that leads up. And you can see that it's actually been destroyed. The bottom half of the stairs have been completely just obliterated. They've taken something heavy and just smashed the stairs. But as you approach them, you see a figure come towards you. And they're wearing like an old-timey plague doctor mask.
Ooh.
And they have a cloak that appears to be made of feathers. And they throw you a rope.
Cool.
Harry will just.
I'll hold the bottom of the rope and kind of shield in case anything gets through and let other people go up first.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll
And you can
climb
see
up the rope.
from the window you guys came in, you can see like a few zombies are sort of filtering their way there, but none have breached through yet. So you've got plenty of time to get up the rope, and the person in the cloak, offers their hand and pulls you up. And before long, you're all up the stairs, and they lead you up. They pull off the crow mask, the bird mask thing, and you can see it's a woman underneath, a woman with dark skin. And she says, "Huh. God, it's good to see you lot."
You're a hunter.
Is there like a secret order handshake or anything?
I mean, you can pretty much tell each other from your looks. You all kind of have like an aesthetic going on. You all have like there's a badge, like a secret badge you've all got.
The super sad face, like, oh my god, I have to work again. Ugh.
I feel like I've seen too much eyes. Little like
Yeah,
twitch.
I haven't had a day off in 2 years. Look.
I was having a
So we work
bath.
retail?
And she
You're the
says to
one
you,
sent here by the head.
yeah, I was, yeah. I'm Crow.
Crow.
Any
Is that a
idea
name
what's
or an
making this
idol?
Hello.
happen? Any idea?
Yeah, I know what's happened. Says, come with me. And she leads you to the edge of the roof. And you see across from her there is a tower. And it's a sort of like ramshackled. It looks like it shouldn't be stood up. Imagine like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but wizardy. There's like a little pointy top and a balcony. And she points across and she says, "Do you see that squirmy little prick in there?"
Do we
And
see
you
that
see
squirrel
like there's a
prick?
very, you do. You see a like a middle-aged man wizard, and he has like a long beard, and he looks very twitchy. And she says, "He did it."
Well, he's the
He thinks I don't
squirrel.
know that he did it, but I know that he did it.
Let's go kill him.
How far away is the tower from where we are?
The tower is like a good 100, 150 feet away. It's across like a street and a bit further.
So, so that bow I was mentioning earlier.
All right. She pulls out her
Wait,
longbow.
wait. We need to know how he did it.
Magic, I assume.
If you know he did it, but he doesn't know he doesn't know that he did it. But how do you know that he really did it without any proof?
Because
Trying to
I-
detect magic earlier. There's no magical
I don't-
sense.
trust that little fucker as far as I could throw him. And I could throw him pretty far.
Have you got previous
So
with
you
him?
never be sure without any proof.
I don't have solid proof, but think about it, right? This town was normal. This guy moves in. I managed to speak to one of them before they turned. This guy's new. He was promising them all sorts of magical changes to their infrastructure. He promised them that
Okay,
their
it's probably him.
wells would never be, unused or anything like that. He was promising all sorts of magic bullshit. And then suddenly, over the course of a night, everybody's trying to eat each other's faces. And not in the
So-
So it could be an accident then.
Could be. The hunt mistress, was that her name? I can't remember.
Yeah.
She told us that there might be a mole, didn't she? Can I insight to see if this
Yeah, that's
chick's
what I was
full
gonna
of
say,
shit?
insight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can I
don't
cast
know.
identify on her?
Identify. Are you looking for magical items?
That is a 19.
I think I might have read it wrong. Let me make sure I read it
Yeah,
right.
identify as item.
So what do we get for insight?
Insight is a +7, so 19.
19. Okay. She seems to be true,
Oh, never mind.
honest with what she's saying. She does not trust this guy at all, and she's very suspicious of that guy. And she doesn't seem to be concealing anything from you.
And we know
Besides,
she's a member of
obviously,
the order.
that's the usual, like, you know, order things. You don't tell each other your real names. And all this kind of, you know.
All right,
Very
let's go make him sing and then kill him.
I like you.
I can make him sing. It'll be funny.
I've always wanted to see the undead sing.
Well, I more or less make them laugh, but depending on who it is, laughing is like singing.
So you look across
How do we
again
get
at the wizard's tower, and you see that he's holding up a sign, and the sign says, "Anytime
Free
you want to
zombies.
rescue me, that'd be great." And she just goes, "That fucking asshole."
This is to the point, I guess.
But if you look down at the ground and you see the sign she was holding up, there's names that have been scribbled out, and you see like there's all sorts of famous adventurers' names. And she's, although watch this is funny. And she writes a new name. She writes Strad von Zarovich. She holds it up, and the wizard looks in the crowd and points at one. She nods, and she points to a zombie of a man who has like long, slick black hair, and he seems to be quite, you know, upper class, even as a zombie. And she nods and gives him the thumbs up, and he points and casts a magic missile, and he right.
Oh,
This
my
is,
Yeah, that was fun.
this is unusual.
It is.
Huh.
But I've been up here for 2 days. I've been losing my mind.
Got to keep
Okay.
yourself entertained somehow.
Exactly.
Rin
But if
resists
he's-
the urge to draw a lewd picture on the sign and hold it up to the guy. And he's like, okay, I'm getting impatient. How do we get there? How do we get to this dude?
But wait, if he's creating these things, why is he also destroying them on demand?
I don't know.
Gotta hide your tail somehow.
What's his name?
He said it was Baraba.
Ari's going to write down Baraba on the piece of paper.
You hold it up, and you see him look at it, and kind of go,
This magic.
and he
Thumbs up.
holds up a sign going, "Me?"
Thumbs up.
And he just scribbles out and goes, and he writes a big no.
Oh, hey, I take it, and I write wuss. And then
He
All
just he
Why
just
don't
gives you the
we-
finger.
Why don't we tell him to come to us?
is he within 120 feet?
He's just out of that, I'd say. Why? What you going to
Is
do?
Oh, you're just start trash talking him.
Okay,
Is
what were you
there
gonna
like
say,
an
Annie?
underground passage or anything like that we can use to get to him, or is it pretty much just go straight through the zombie minefield?
I like the straight
Crow
through.
says-
You do once.
There might be a sewer network.
He said he's out.
I have
100
another
feet,
idea.
didn't you?
Oh,
Yep.
Bryn?
Is the
Yeah.
tower taller than the clock tower that we're in?
Yes.
How tall is the clock tower?
Fairly tall, but about half the size of the wizard's tower. So it's like a 2-story building is the covered market, but the clock tower is maybe like another story.
So maybe like
And
40
it's
feet.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't know distance.
That's fine.
Ah.
Bryn,
It's all right.
Bryn holds up the bow that she was longing to use until this
Mhm.
lady stopped her and was just like, zip line it?
Oh,
I'm down, she said.
Yeah.
Yo, I am down with this.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
Alright,
You got the gear for
First
it?
time
Never.
for everything.
I have
How much
this
rope do
and
we have?
50 feet of rope. We'll need more.
I have
I got
50
50
feet of rope as well.
As do I.
200? Oh, we can easily do this.
Yeah, Rodek pulls out his rope as well.
250.
Alright? You guys get fastening, and she ties off the rope to an arrow.
Wait, before you do anything, take some bardic inspiration.
Okay,
And an
thanks.
enhance ability.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is very much a don't fuck this roll.
Hacks.
Yeah.
you can do this. Yeah,
That
yeah,
should
you
give
can
you
do
that,
this. Shoot
maybe.
that. Whoa. Okay, that's it. There's
Alright,
the
so
little-
what all do I get to this roll right now?
So, it's
Enhance
a
ability should give you
D4 from
advantage,
enhance,
maybe.
right? Oh no, advantage.
And then a D8.
Inspiration?
Yeah,
D8.
Okay, so like, okay.
Two natural ones.
Alright,
You
so
don't hit
it's
this, I'm
not
gonna be
just
mad.
it's not just like a modifier. It's like I roll
No.
a d20 to see if I hit, and then roll
Yeah.
a d8
Extra
also
dice.
and add that to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What did you?
Oh,
Oh, it says
no.
dropped
A
one.
one
What
and a
does that mean?
4.
What does dropped one mean?
I don't
I
know.
think it means your other one was a 1. So the 4 would be the
Don't
higher
roll the
option.
Yeah,
No
you rolled a
way.
4 and a 1.
No way. Why,
like it
why
fell
is
off the
one
table?
showing?
Don't worry. We're holding on to the other end of the rope. We can just try again.
I'd
Just
say
pull the arrow
roll again.
back.
There we
Okay,
go.
and then
Let's
I
do the
roll a
dice.
d8 on top of that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
add
Okay,
it
so
to it.
that 11 is actually, hold 1 second, please. 14
Mhm.
plus the 9, so it was a 23.
23. Okay, so, Bryn, you aim and you take, your time, you regulate your breathing, you aim just for the eaves above the window, like the balcony that this wizard's on. And you focus and you let loose a very impressive shot, and you put a lot of power into it, and it sinks deep into the wood. And you give it a good tug, and it doesn't seem to budge.
Can we hold
It
up a
seems to
sign
have
telling him
something.
to? Can we hold up a sign that tells him to tie the rope off? Because he might be
Yeah, I'm
heavier
not
than you can
trusting
pull.
an arrow. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Ari will
Um,
scribble it down.
Half-orc, no way.
He acknowledges, he gives a big thumbs up and starts tying it off and securing it.
And
Alright,
there's
I
another sign
tie
that
it up.
says, "Get over here."
Should have shot him in the
take the end of
chest
the
and pulled him over.
Oh my god! Yes!
I take the other end of the rope and tie it off to like a support beam or something.
Uh-huh.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, welp, and just start jungle gymming over.
I thought he was coming
Nice.
to us.
Oh, I thought we were having him come to us.
Oh! Never
Alright.
mind,
Because
no,
I
I
was-
don't.
Because I was going to ask if I can hold an action to where once he gets within 120 feet, cast silence on him.
Oh. Okay, so you hold up the sign telling him to come over to you. And he holds one back saying, "No fucking way am I leaving my tower."
Hey, wuss!
Now I start jungle gymming over. With no question,
Yeah.
just going.
Yeah, I'm following after.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one at a
Okay.
time on this.
Also, he's a rickety old man, so I doubt he would have made it over, you know?
True.
That would work in our favour.
Should
want
have just
him
shot
dead.
him with it.
Okay, so one by
Just
one,
still
I would like you all to make athletics checks then as you go across the rope.
Thank
Cool.
God for what's it called? Jack of all trades.
Yeah. Mine is a 13.
Ouch. Mine is a 10.
25.
Okay.
I got a
okay.
17.
Old man's putting you all to shame.
19.
Okay, so Bryn, you're up
A natural-
first, and you. Okay, Bryn, you're up first as you start to like shimmy away across, and there's a few moments where your hand slips and you dangle by like one arm, and you hook your ankle over, and it takes you a few seconds to regain and make your way across, but you get there. Bit of a scary trip, but you manage it.
Just like, Bryn. Me too.
And he says, Barabba, pleasure. Demovatus, you make use of nothing. You like one-hand it, you like across. Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Ari, you basically like, you know, tiptoe across it
Like
as if you're
tightrope.
doing like a tightrope. Yeah, it's nothing to you. You like dance across the rope.
Oh, it's like Assassin's Creed.
Radek, it's a bit of a tricky journey for you. You're a bit, your strength is a bit of a weakness at this point. You are trying too hard and being too tight that you don't move very far, and you are like holding on and you feel like the rope sagging a bit because you're like, and there's a point where
Incredibly relatable.
you sort of lose grip with your foot, and it ends up dangling about maybe 10 feet below some zombies who reach up and try to get you, but you manage to get across okay. Same for you, Derek. You make your way across. It's a little bit of a treacherous journey. Lou, buddy.
Right. Can I get an S in the chat for Lou?
Oh,
You were stood on the edge of the balcony, preparing yourself,
Trip.
taking a deep breath, ready to go on the rope, when in your nerves your foot slips and you start to plummet off the side of the balcony. But you feel an arm grab you by the collar and you're almost choking as Crow leans over the edge and she's like, "You fucking idiot," and pulls you up and like pushes you up.
I look at her dead in the eyes, and then pass out, and then right back up.
She shouts across,
No, wait,
"I'll be with you in a minute." The bard just shat his pants.
Ari's gonna nod like, oh yeah.
Away.
Oh yes. She's
Right,
like,
right.
like Louis.
Mine.
Thumbs up across the distance.
She slaps you awake and brings you to.
So can I
embarrassing
hold an
yourself.
action?
Yeah.
If he seems like he's going to cast a spell to drop silence on him.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. At the minute, he's kind of just stood there, looking at you all, and he's all like, "Oh, thank you all for saving me. I'm so grateful." And he's like dithering around and being a weird old man. But in the meantime, Crow has hoisted you to your feet, Lou, and she's like, "Go on, don't embarrass yourself again." And she will help you across this time. So roll again with advantage.
Advent. 11.
11. Okay, so this time she's
Beating 4.
she ties a little loop around your belt and loops that across the rope. And she's like, "If you pass out again, at least you won't be zombie food." Yeah, and so
I'm that
like,
little kid that you see at like at the grocery store whose mom has like that monkey little thing or a little like harness around them like.
yeah, you've got like the kid reins on so you can't run away, but she loops it across the rope and she's like, "If you pass out again, at least you won't be zombie food." And she starts pushing you. And you make the way across like that, pulling yourself across. And she makes her way across. It almost looks effortless on her part. But she stands there. All right. Now we're all here. Now to the matter at hand. Barabba, what did you do? And he sort of backs up. He goes, "Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. This is not my fault. No. And she's like, "Cut the bullshit, old man. Who did this? What did you do?" And now as he's backing up into their tower, you can see that this is like a laboratory. And there's all sorts of flasks and other science equipments that I don't know.
Graduated
All around there's
teachers,
papers and diagrams and beakers and all sorts of crazy things around. And he actually backs up into like a really intricate set and it sort of breaks. And he's like, ah! And she advances on him now with a dagger. What did you do? And he... Oh, go ahead.
Wait, let me think. If she actually tries to stab him, I'm casting Hideous Laughter on her.
Okay.
If she tries to actually do any type of physical harm.
Okay, so
I want to try and back
as she backs him up against this thing, you will watch as he waves a hand and turns invisible.
Damn. Could I have got
so
my second shot?
You were holding silence, Derek, is that right?
That is right.
So the second you cast a spell, you cast silence. So he goes invisible, and then the whole, this landing in the laboratory goes quiet.
If he is invisible, I'll drop silence immediately.
Okay.
I would like to try to detect magic.
Okay, but I would like everybody to make perception checks.
Ooh. Perception.
That's probably not great.
Oh, no, that's a 7.
That's an 18.
Mine's a
A
16.
9.
Can't carry myself across a rope, but I can see some stuff.
I got an 8.
Okay, so
Oh,
Bryn
I'm sorry,
and
mine's
Lou.
a 17. Sorry.
Oh, Bryn, Lou, and so Bryn and Lou, you, while everybody's going, where do you go, where do you go, where do you go? You notice at the corner of your eye the brief sort of disturbance of a flask. It sort of wobbled. And it's right at the edge of a staircase leading up.
I have a bag of chalk.
All right. I would like to cast.
Throw the chalk in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me-
So, Derek.
Fairy Fire. He loses invisibility.
Oh,
If he
that works.
passes my dexterity saving throw.
Okay,
Which is,
so
DC is 16.
you see 16?
Regardless of what lands here, Bryn would point at the staircase and be like, there, he's there.
Okay.
Out of there.
So, Derek, he fails the dex save, but Derek, do you throw chalk?
Yeah.
Okay, so as Bryn goes, he's there. Lou holds his hand forth and summons like glitter from above that covers him. And then the
My
second he sort of
glitter.
he looks at himself and he looks how he's shining, and then suddenly there's just poof, chalk in his face. He goes,
As soon as he lights up, and this may be gonna run and just like try to tackle him to the ground.
okay, roll me a athletics check then.
Okay. That is a 5 plus 7 is 12.
12. Okay, so you run up and you tackle him, you spear him like poof, and he's down. He's like, just an old man, leave me alone.
I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm just like, buddy. Oh no. No.
Can I cast Hold Person on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh!
I can't
Oh,
afford to say
man,
this.
is-
Let me have a quick look.
Just Pearl.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
DC 15.
he fails.
Yay!
Not yay.
Hey,
Boo.
what you talking about?
So,
I look over at Crow and be like, can I kill him yet?
Does he have an arcane
kill him?
focus?
So just to answer Dom's question really quickly there, he has a spell book on his waist. You can't see an arcane focus on him, but he seems to have like other pouches upon his belt for like components, you think maybe. And Bryn Crow turns to you and she goes, "Yeah, we've got his research. That's all we need. We don't need him."
Can
I take out my
I want-
sword.
Wait, please. I want to loot his body. I want to take his spell book. And I want to What's the last thing? I want one more thing. No, that's it. I want to loot his body, and I want to take his spellbook and take his shoes.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my sword up against his throat, and I'm gonna be like, "Do we need anything for deciphering this? Is this in code or anything?"
I can read it.
Okay, so a lot is happening. Right, so Radek, you look down to see a frozen, terrified old man in wizard robes below you, kind of like this. Lou comes over and just starts taking off his shoes, taking off his belt, and starts patting him down. And you can see his eyes just widen even further. He's frozen in place. He can't speak. He can't move.
I
don't want his belt. I just want his shoes.
Come, old man, come. No more of your tricks. Take a seat. Enter my zone of truth.
Well, he can't really.
Ooh, zone of
He
truth.
can't move.
Can I,
whole
like-
person is on him.
Yes.
Quick question, can I, like, pick him up while he's held and move him into the zone of truth?
You can, yeah, and he is surprisingly light. There's nothing to this
Okay.
old man. In fact, that you know this because when you speared him, spear tackled him, he sort of flew about 5 feet backwards. And there was a bit of a crunch as he landed.
We're kicking fuck
Oh,
out of an
no.
octogenarian.
His
I'm
pearl
moving
man
alongside
bones.
him. I'm moving
Okay.
alongside him with my sword still at his throat, just
Uh-huh,
like as
and-
he's being carried.
Everything about him is frozen except his eyes, and they're just whirling around, terrified. And like as you pulled off his boots, you can see like his sock has a hole in it, and like his big toe sticking out, and he's just looking very pathetic right now.
I want to tickle his foot.
He can't move, but his eyes just go.
That's cruel.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move
Hello.
him into the zone of truth, and
You have
Can he speak?
a minute.
He can't speak. He's held right now. The spell stops him from speaking. He's frozen, completely petrified, solid.
If someone ties him up and binds him, I can drop.
I used my rope
I got
to
it.
get over here, man.
I'll
Right.
improvise. And Ari just takes off her jacket and starts to tie him up with her jacket instead.
The second
Bondage
he
is my
sees
specialty.
bondage and biting. It's like an entirely different Dungeons and Dragons. The se-
Dungeons and
The sec-
Dragons.
the second
Make
the second he's bound, I'll drop old person, so we can talk.
Okay.
He can make a charisma
Um,
saving throw or choose to fail it for zone of truth.
Okay. Well, you can tell that
That's
boy is not very
transparent.
charismatic. But he says, hello. Please don't kill me.
You're going to be honest here. Is what's happening in this town your fault?
Yes.
Can
How
I
is it your
insight
fault?
check?
What did you do?
He's in his zone of truth. So.
He's in zone of truth.
Yeah, I
He
would
has no
know
choice.
if
Yeah,
I
that's
would know if
true.
he passed it. So,
Yeah, you can tell that that the effect has worked. He's telling the truth. So what was your question again?
so, what did you do to make this happen?
It was an accident, I swear. I didn't mean it.
How do we stop it?
I don't know. I
Can't
was mixing
learn.
potions. I was testing things, and oh dear, it sort of backfired, didn't it?
I want to start going through his spellbook right in front of his face.
Uh huh.
Just again.
Okay.
You've
You
unleashed.
can see.
I know arcane magic because I'm a bard, I guess, and I'm proficient in Arcana. If that means anything.
So as you're flipping through it, you can see that he has spells like Burning Hands, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, which you've seen in action. You can see he's also got other tricky ones like Mirror Image and Invisibility. He also has Counterspell. But that towards that part of his book is a bit sparse. He doesn't have much stronger magics from that point onwards.
Okay.
I will, we'll get this done at the man. Normally, as is custom on a hunt, this would be where your end comes.
Oh, we
However,
don't get to do the killing this time.
Aww.
you've
It'd be
proven
much fun to
yourself
kill an old
skill.
man who made an accident.
Might have been accidental, but you held out here for a few days. You managed to create something that may be of use for our order. Perhaps you'd be willing to take the other option. On one hand, you have death. The other, you have a job. What do you say, old man?
I'll take anything but death.
I start tickling
No
his footy.
spells. The last decision lies upon the lady. What say the rest of you?
I lower my sword.
I start.
I believe this will please her.
I finished looting him. I already started it. I want his loot. I want his
You
shoes.
actually,
His loot. It's fun. That's it.
As you palm down, you find like a couple of gold in his pockets. You find his components pouch, which is pretty well stocked, although running a little bit thinner since he's not had a chance to stock up. You also find a like a crumpled piece of parchment in his pocket, and it's just plain parchment, written in some sort of code with a crest with 2 dots on the bottom.
Tell me, old man, what does this mean?
Yeah, turn it around.
Your
Don't tell me I'll
life.
tip your foot.
Oh, it's nothing really. It's just correspondence from a friend,
Who is this friend?
another wizard. We write in
By
code
the
because
name
well,
of-
everybody's trying to steal your spells these days, and well, you know, we got to protect our IP.
You have 3 seconds. 3 seconds, my friend.
Rodak's going to
Or I
hold
shall
up
finish
3
this
things
hunt.
behind him.
What? I'm being truthful. I'm being honest. It's just correspondence with a friend.
His name.
Translate it.
I never know his name.
His alias.
I don't know.
What does the correspondence say?
Translate the letter, old man.
It was the recipe that did this. He said it would be an eternal life potion, and well, I guess it was right in a manner of speaking. They're not dead.
I
How
would
do
like
you
to
get a
cast
hold of
message.
this man?
I would like to cast
I
a
don't
message
know.
to everybody, every one of these people, everyone in the party, that because no one can hear it except for the person receiving the message. We have what we were saving him for. We don't need him anymore. Because it's honest.
We need to
Quite
find.
right.
We need to find this other wizard. We have to.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
not-
just leave
I'm not
messages
into
with the
killing
ravens he sent.
How long since the last raven?
A week or so.
How often do they come?
Whenever he had something new to tell me. Look, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not the best wizard. I am a sham. Everything I know is from him.
Looking through this, I can tell, buddy, you need some new spells, honey.
I'm a
You may
fool,
come across
honestly.
more. May come across more letters of this type in the future. Whilst this wizard seems incompetent and not very able.
Yes, I am very incompetent. Yes, I'm not dangerous.
Perhaps a stint in a cell, being put to use as a code breaker, might make your existence more tolerable. What say you, old man?
I say yes. Please don't kill me.
He turns to the group. What do you think?
I think we should make him walk across the field. The marketplace.
Y'all know my
I
point of
don't-
view. We have what we saved him for. This parchment right here.
I don't.
Saying
Can I ring a
that's
bell and
all-
say shame?
I don't think he deserves to die. This was not his fault. We're better
Guilty by
than that.
association.
Then, Wizard, you stand with us. We still have a mission. And there's still a horde of undead out there. Let's say you all we finish them.
Zombies I
That
will
seems
kill
to be what
all
we came
day.
for.
Crow nods. And you spend the rest of the day dispatching these zombies. You work through it methodically. You clear this town. You do like the big spiral out from the market, and you bust. Basically, you feel like you bust down every town door. You're in there. You're making sure there's not a trace of these zombies left. And you make your way back out of the town, where 2 carriages await. One is very familiar to one. It's the one you arrived on. The driver is the same driver. He nods and he says, "Oh, I'm glad you're not dead. That's a plus. Good job, everybody."
As are we.
And the other carriage appears to be more reinforced. And Crow says, "That's my ride. I'll take him back to base. We'll find a use for
Hey,
him."
Crow,
Can you
get
pick up a
1
survivor at
second?
a tavern?
Oh, yeah, we'll get that kid. Don't worry about it. We'll bring him somewhere. Maybe. Might have to change his memories a bit, though. That'll be fine. Better for him overall. He saw horrible things, make it a bit better for him. Anyway, good job. Well done. Huntress will be pleased. Maybe I'll
Travel
see you
safe,
back
Crow.
at base. You too. I'll see you later. She shoves Barabbas into the back of the carriage, locks it up tightly, jumps up front with the driver, and she's away. You all hop into your carriage and make your way back to headquarters, and that is where we'll end the session for today.
Woo.
Damn.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Well done.
I'm so happy I was able to play.
Yeah, me
thanks so
too.
much, everybody, for playing today. It's been great hanging out with y'all. And let's see, I promise you I don't kill you. I think we should do like one last round of who we are and plug before we have to go. So I'm Susie. You can find me at Susanna Grace on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is. I'm on it as that. I'm a variety streamer and I'm an artist. So follow me on various socials for that kind of stuff. And we'll move again like we did when we started.
Hi, I'm Derek. I am a gamer of different games. I played Lou, the half-elf bard. Very weird guy. My Twitter is PML_. It's Darky ITZ. Darky. My Twitch is it's Darky with an underscore at the end of it. Boom.
I'm Zero Doxy. I'm disgusting. I have a fart gun. ZER0DOXY. Call me.
Hi, Madam Gandalf, you know the spiel, guys. Variety streamer here on Twitch. Do a little bit of everything. Gaming, galore, cooking, pub quizzes, come by and have a drink. And I'm really excited to continue this campaign because this is a lot of fun getting to be a Huntress of the Order. So thank you so much, Zana. Thank you.
Chris, Pangalactic. I run a D&D website called Loot the Room. We just released a new adventure. We're giving away some copies. We're giving away a hand-drawn map. I'm going to drop a Twitter link in the chat. I'm a newly affiliated Twitch streamer, Loot the Room UK. Come say hi.
I'm Andy. Twitter is at AndyLion92. I'm actually going to be starting up a Dungeons and Dragons podcast soon called Level 1 Casters. So if you follow me on Twitter, I'll promote the shit out of that once we start publishing.
Alrighty. I am Urgle. You can probably not find me on Twitter, as I used my account once 5 years ago and haven't touched it until today. If you want to get... Well, I run some games on Discord and do some one-shots as well. If you want to get in contact, just go ahead and message me on the Encounter Roleplay Discord channel about anything at all. Even if you just want to hear my sexy voice. That's about it.
I do want
All right, then. So that's
How
us
did you
for
know?
today. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all for playing, and we will catch you next week.
Yes.
And
Thanks,
thank you all
guys.
so much for having me.
Lovely.
Thank
Hey,
you for
guys.
giving. Great game, guys.